Hi, I'm Adam Prescott, Assistant Sports Information Director here at Otterbein University. The women's volleyball team has played to its 3 best seasons ever since 2009, and helping lead the charge this year was a senior libero who recently became Otterbein Volleyball's first ever All-American. I had the opportunity to sit down with Lindsey Russell, who put her shy and reserved side on the back burner for a minute to join me in the first edition of Cardinal Conversation. So the team goes 9-23 as you enter as a freshman, and one by one the players just begin to fall and drop out of the program. What's your mindset at that point?
I was frustrated. It's hard when you work so hard with a group of people and then they just kind of give up on you. But at the same time, I realized that it was going to be hard to reach our goals with people who weren't wholeheartedly devoted to what we were trying to do. So I guess in the end it was kind of a blessing in disguise, but it was tough at first.
For the last 3 years, the team's gone 76-22 in that time span. What's it been like to be one of the key catalysts for a team that's made the NCAA tournament for the first time in school history and broke all kinds of records and so on and so on?
It's been really neat. I mean, for Renee and I, our freshman season, we weren't respected at all as a team. Like, we were completely looked over, and so to be able to work hard and get that respect from other teams in our conference and other teams in even the region, it's been a really great experience.
Okay, so you get an email from your mom sometime during your freshman season with a list of goals. On that list was to break all 4 Otterbein dig records, and the last piece of the puzzle for you was digs in a career. What was it like this past year when you became the Otterbein all-time dig leader? What was that moment like for you?
It was really great, and my parents were so excited. They made such a big deal about it, and you know, it was a goal that we set a really long time ago, but it wasn't something that I necessarily consciously focused on over the past few years. I feel like we had a lot of team goals, and I really worked hard to help my team accomplish those goals, and it was just sort of something that happened along the way, so it was a nice bonus.
What was the highest point, and on the flip side, what was the lowest point during your 4-year career?
I think my highest point was this year when we played Wittenberg. That was just my favorite game of my career, and we really came together as a team, and we were clicking and connecting as a team, and it was a really, really great game and kind of a peak of our season, so it was really great. On the downside, my lowest point of my career was over the spring when we had our spring season. I really struggled and wasn't really playing like I normally do, so I was just a little bit off here and there, so it was frustrating, but I got back into the swing of things, and by preseason I was fine.
What goes through your mind when you hear the phrase All-American Lindsey Russell?
I was really excited when I first heard. I definitely wasn't expecting that, so it was a great surprise. I'm definitely proud of myself, and it was kind of the perfect ending to a great career here at Otterbein.
Lindsey, became the player she is today through lots of hard work, and she really always pushed herself. Even after she earned the libero spot, she never stopped, trying to improve, and I think that's most of the reason why she's become an All-American, and I think that she's an example for younger players. If you really want something and you really work at it, not only can you really help your team improve and take us to the places that we've been the last couple of years, but you can also really gain some individual accomplishments as well.
We've become really close in the past 4 years because we spent so much time together, and she's been so supportive. She's the sweetest and nicest girl you'll ever meet, and she's just there for any time you need her. She's the core of our defensive team, so whenever she's out on the court, you just feel calmness, like, all right, Lindsey's out here, so it's okay, she can get the job done. You just have the utmost confidence in her.
The 2 people that have been there every step of the way and gone through this whole 4-year journey with you are your head coach, Monica McDonald, and your fellow senior and really good friend, Renee Wilkie. What has the relationship that you have with each of them meant to you?
They mean the world to me. I mean, we've been through so many ups and downs over the past 4 years and a million changes, and they've been my constants throughout, and they mean more than anything to me, and Monica's craziness and Renee's humor have kept me sane through this whole process and kept me going, so they mean everything to me. I'm truly blessed to have them in my life.
You tend to be pretty quiet, reserved, and almost get embarrassed sometimes by the attention or the accolades that you receive, which is pretty different than what most would expect a standout athlete to be like or how they picture a star athlete. Describe your personality to me.
I'm definitely more reserved. I'm very shy in situations that I'm uncomfortable with, but once I get past that, I'm a lot more outgoing and laid back and relaxed, so it just takes me a little bit to get there, and I do appreciate the praise and the recognition that I've gotten, but I'm just not completely comfortable with being singled out.
There have only been a handful of athletes here at Otterbein in the last few years that have been named All-America in their respective sport and Academic All-America. You're currently on the ballot for Academic All-America. What does that side of your whole college experience mean to you? What does the academic and school side mean?
I've worked really, really hard to get my grades where they're at right now, and maybe put a little bit too much pressure on myself to keep them there, but overall I'm really, really happy with myself and that I set such high standards, especially now moving on to the next phase of my life. I understand how important that is and how much that will do for me, so if I were to receive Academic All-America, that would be a really great honor.
Lindsay's the girl that always has her book with her on the bus, always has her note cards with her in the hotel lobby, is always in my office and talking about that she may be a little bit stressed with academics, but I think she puts a lot of pressure on herself in the classroom and also in the gym, and I think that's why she's been successful.
You're going to be graduating here in the spring. After all this is done and the lights turn off and your time at Otterbein has passed, what's going to be next for Lindsey Russell?
Hopefully grad school. I've applied to a handful of physical therapy programs around Ohio, so hopefully come June or the fall, I will be a first-year physical therapy student. Overall, I've had a great experience at Otterbein. During my high school years, I was really close with my teachers and my administrators, so going into college, I was looking for a place that would provide me that experience as well, and Otterbein's been great. I've been able to get to know my coaches as well as the other sports coaches very well, and along with the other staff, so it's been a great experience to kind of be included in the Otterbein family.
I'm feeling weaker and weaker. Somebody better show me out before I fall any deeper. I think I better leave right now.